Hey crew, welcome back in for another workout. So we've got a little bit of an upper body focus on our strength piece for today, bit of pushing and pulling and whatnot. So let's have a little look what's in store. Warm up for today is 5 minutes. We're going to kick off with 30 seconds of a lunge with reach. So we're lunging forward, and if you want to drop that knee, that's fine. Then we're just going to reach in towards it, sweeping those arms up, and then alternate. So lunge with a reach. So you're going to do 30 seconds of that, moving at your own pace, hopefully warming up those legs a little bit after our squats in the last session. So we'll do that for 30 seconds. We're then going to do an EMOM for 4 minutes. Now I want you to have a really light object for this. I'm talking really light, so we're looking at like a cushion. So we're going to go for 5 deadlifts, looking for that nice flat back, then 5 curls, so we're just hinging at the elbow, and then 5 press. Any time left on the clock, we're just going to go for a little run on the spot, a little jog, get that heart rate up. So we'll do that every minute on the minute. You'll be moving quite quickly because, as I say, this must be really light. So 5 deadlifts, 5 curls, 5 presses, then run on the spot. So you'll do that 4 times, and then we finish again with 30 seconds of that lunge with reach to finish us off. So that's your warm up. Into the strength piece. Now I said that we're looking at some upper body today, and we're setting aside a 10-minute window, and you can move at your own pace through this. So some of you might get 3 sets of this done, some of you might get more like 5, that's fine. Move how you want to, depending on what weight you've got and how you feel. You might have to factor in a little bit more rest, that's okay. So we're looking at 12 of everything. We've got 12 upright rows to start. So we're standing tall, shoulders are back and relaxed, and we're going to bring that object up. So this is the upright row. What we're looking for is to keep those elbows above the wrists. So we don't want to be here. This is going to cause all kind of bunching up around the neck. Instead, keep those elbows high, and we're going to row that object up. So 12 of those, followed by 12 strict press. So just like we did in the warm-up, going to start with that object there in front rack. We're going to press overhead. Looking for a nice straight line as we finish. Make sure we're not overarching and end up sticking our bum out like this. That's going to put pressure on that lower back. So keep the bum in, keep those bottom ribs down, and we're looking to make a lovely straight line as we press. So that's movement number 2. Movement number 3, we are looking at some front raises. So consider going lighter with this one because this is really tough, especially if you've maybe gone heavier for the press. We're just literally bringing those arms up in front and back down. See, I've got a pretty light bag today, but I might be able to go heavier for the other things. So you could always use literally like a water bottle for this one if you wanted. A full water bottle for 12 reps, that might be quite challenging, and challenging enough without having to go any heavier. So moving through those, I say you might get 3 to 5 sets done, something like that. But we'll move for 10 minutes so we can stick together. Then our workout for today, we've got an EMOM. We're looking to work for around 50 seconds each station, but then we do have a minute's rest as well every round. So make sure we're working hard for our 50 seconds, knowing that you get that little transition and a full minute's rest every round. So what are we doing each minute? First one's going to be a push press. So thinking back to that press we were looking at, we're going to add a little dip. So bring those hips back, explode those hips open, press the object overhead. You'll likely be able to go a little bit heavier doing this than you did in the strength part. So if you have got a bag, maybe add an extra pair of shoes or a couple of tins in for this one. And next up we've got sit-ups. And we're going to look to go for the butterfly feet variation. So as long as this is comfortable for you, let's give this a go. So we're leaning back, fingertips behind, coming all the way forward. So that is movement number 2. Movement 3, we've got the bent over row. So back to our backpack, soften that knee, hinge over like we did with the deadlifts in the warm-up, and then we're going to row this object in. If you find this happening at any point, have a little rest because we don't want to be bending over with that curved back. So then find your good position again, nice flat back, bent over row in, like so. And then the final minute, plank hold. Now we do quite a lot of up downs in these workouts, so my advice would be to go on the elbows for this, give those wrists a break today. So finding that good solid plank, making sure we're not sagging there, but equally try not to pike up like a position like this, And we'll just hold that real solid position for 50 seconds. Then as I say, you've got your rest minute, and we're going to go through all over again. So that whole thing is 20 minutes. So as I say, work hard for your working time, rest hard for your resting time, and let me know how you get on.